We're the Unitarian Universalist congregation of the South Jersey Shore. Our name might be a mouthful, but to put it simply, we're friendly people. And being friendly people, we just made an environmentally friendly building. This is our home, the UU Center. We built it in a sustainable way as possible. We planned it so that it would have low impact on the grounds. We installed green energy systems, used materials that were recycled, and were created in an environmentally responsible way. Even our construction methods kept waste to a minimum. After all, we felt that our meeting place should reflect who we are and what we believe. So who are we, and what do we believe? As a Unitarian Universalist congregation, we're very different from most religions. We don't claim to have all the answers. It doesn't matter whether you believe in one God, many gods, or no God at all. We all seek our own paths. What we agree on is the promotion of compassion, equity, and justice, and fostering a free and responsible search for truth and meaning. One of our shared principles is to respect and care for the natural world, and so when we decided to create a home for our congregation, it made sense that we show respect and care for our local environment. Where we live, the South Jersey Shore, is best known for Atlantic City and Cape May. But we also have rare and endangered natural habitats, like the Pine Barrens, with its enormous underground aquifer. We have beaches, and bogs, and wetlands. Living here are pine snakes, barred owls, and bald eagles, not to mention the legendary Jersey Devil. There were 4 different strategies we used to make our building green. First, we wanted to ensure our use of the land supported the web of life. We designed our site to leave more than 90% of our campus as green open space. One thing we didn't envision was a requirement for us to build a retention basin that now covers nearly an acre of our land. Faced with that mandate, we turned the basin into a native plant meadow. Elsewhere, we enhanced our grounds by planting native trees, shrubs, and perennials, adding a rain garden to help capture excess stormwater runoff, and collecting compost to enrich our plantings. Second, we made sure our energy systems were as efficient and ecologically friendly as possible. The most obvious example can be seen on our roof. These photovoltaic panels produce about 12,000 kilowatt hours of electricity per year, and people can see our commitment to a better environment right from the road. Our heating and cooling system is less visible, but just as important. Here, we're taking advantage of something early cave dwellers learned. No matter what the temperature is outside, if you go deep enough underground, it's always 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit. So our geothermal system borrows underground water to cool and heat our building. When the weather outside is cold, water resting deep under the surface is warmer. So our geothermal heat pump pulls up the warmer water and extracts the heat. When the weather is warm, the underground water is cooler. And again, the system draws up the underground water to cool the air. This process is much more efficient than the usual methods using gas, electricity, or oil. Our geothermal system so perfectly represents our congregation's commitment to care for the environment that some of us refer to it as our underground steeple. We installed lots of Energy Star windows, which bring in warmth and natural light. When natural light isn't enough, there are compact fluorescent bulbs everywhere. And our need for water is reduced with low-flow faucets, low-flow toilets, and a waterless urinal. Our third strategy was to build using environmentally friendly materials. We especially liked recycled, reused, and repurposed materials. Our roof is made from recycled waste plastic, including old car bumpers. Of course, we made sure to remove all the bumper stickers first. Floors in our sanctuary and library are made of strong and environmentally sustainable bamboo, and floor tiles were made of 40% recycled content. The gypsum in our wallboard and the aggregate in our concrete foundation are recycled materials. And our materials were safe as well. Paints and adhesives had low or no volatile organic compounds, and insulation was free of formaldehyde. Nothing but the best for our kids. Even the way we built the building was ecologically conscious. We recycled and reused waste material like metal stud scrap and strapping pans. Packing materials for furniture and worker soda cans were all put to good use. Even trees we had to remove were used for mulch. By the time we were done, we only needed 1 dumpster and 2 trash container loads for the entire building project. A former president of our board of trustees summed up our building well. He said, "Unitarian Universalism is a religion based on values rather than creeds. We're concerned with issues such as social justice and the environment, and we strive to translate our concern into action. When it came to planning our own home, creating an environmentally friendly building was a natural extension of our UU principles, especially the 7th principle, respect for the interdependent web of existence of which we are a part."